Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So this time I have another flower nose unboxing review for you guys, which I also mentioned I would do last video. So this time I'll be unboxing something that I bought with my own money because last video with the Strawberry Cocoa collection was a birthday gift. So this time I bought something during their Black Friday sales in which they had a lot of gift sets on sale for like up to 40% off. At first I was amazed at how good of a deal the gift sets seemed to be for Black Friday. However, I realized that it was kind of, I don't know, I won't say shady, but they did price it right below the free shipping quota. So this collection I got was $79.50. As you can see, that's like really close to 80 bucks, which is the free shipping quota at the time. So I had to buy like another item just to get that free shipping. Otherwise, it would have been like $10 for shipping. So I saved $2. Just letting you guys know this information in case you're also interested in buying a gift set. Right now, obviously the Black Friday sale is already over, so it's kind of back to its original like 20% discount. So if you're interested in a gift box, you can still check it out on the Flower Nose website. However, they did raise their free shipping quota. So before it was $80 and now it's $100. So you might still have to keep buying like that additional item. You know, like they're trying to get you to spend more. As you can see, I changed things up a bit. Like I got these earmuffs, and in the background I added some Christmas decoration because this is pretty much gonna be my Christmas special for this channel. And that's because this Flower Nose gift set is pretty much their holiday special. So during the Black Friday sale, Flower Nose released this limited edition Christmas themed gift box. And I don't think you can get it right now. I just checked the website and they only include the original gift box. So this is limited edition only, like I just said. Let me show you guys a close-up of this box. So as you can see, it's really beautiful. It says Merry Christmas. And this time the gift set collection I chose to get was the Circus collection. And oh my god guys, time has passed by so fast because I just checked and apparently this Circus collection was released in October of 2021. And meanwhile, I thought that it was this summer for some reason. I don't know why. I remember at the time they released the Circus collection, I was pretty interested in its products, mostly like the lip products and the blush, because it was also their first time releasing a gradient style kind of blush that's getting really popular among like Chinese makeup brands. However, I wasn't really desperate to get my hands on these products because let me remind you guys, like this is the time when there wasn't an international website. So if I really wanted a Flower Nose item, I really had to want it in order to pay for like that extra customs and shipping. So now I'm glad that there's now an easier way for international customers to get their hands on newer launches. Alright, and so just like the Strawberry Cocoa collection gift set, this Circus collection gift set comes with pretty much every item from the Circus collection. With this Circus collection gift set, you get their Flower Nose Circus Series Loose Powder in the shape of a merry-go-round, the Circus Satin Lipstick, the Circus Matte Lip Mud, and last but not least, the popular Circus Series Gradient Blush. Let me just go on a side tangent here. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to buy this gift set during Black Friday is because it's freebies for stuff that I missed out on. So when I was buying a unicorn gift set for my friend's birthday in October, I didn't know I was actually 5 years away from their 6th anniversary promotion. So I missed out on a hand mirror. And if you recall from my last video, the stapling brush that's supposed to come with the Strawberry Cocoa collection was sold out by the time my friends bought it. So this time, I thought it was finally time for my revenge and I got those items that I missed out on. So for the freebies that came with this Black Friday gift set, the first one is this reusable bag. Just let me open it for you guys. It is really pretty. So as you can see, it has that same Christmas design from the gift box, and the back is just the name of the brand, Flower Nose. So here are the two freebies that I finally got my hands on. This is the hand mirror for the 6th anniversary, and they have another color that has their angel design, but I like this one the most. And it's also the same shape as the Cherry Love hand mirror I own. And here's the stippling brush that first came out with the unicorn collection, and I'm just so happy I finally got my hands on it. It's actually really soft. I'm amazed by it. And also here's just a unicorn clip that I added to my cart just to get that free shipping. It's probably one of the cheaper items on the Flower Nose website. It's just a hair clip. And now to finally talk about the makeup in this collection. So the first item I'll be talking about is their loose powder. And according to the official description, it is a loose powder that will give you a natural luminous and airbrushed finish and also absorb any excess sebum and keep your makeup on all day. There's actually two types of the loose powders, and I chose to go with this one, 02 Beige, just because they said it's supposed to give somewhat more coverage. Here's how the inside looks like. It comes with this puff, and then it's pretty messy once you open it. So it's pretty much like your typical loose powder case. It has like that web netting. Oh, it's already coming out. Right now, my face, I only have foundation on, so I really wanted to use the setting powder on camera for you guys. I've only used this face powder one time, so I'm not really sure how good it is at actually keeping my makeup set all day. I could do a makeup check-in later, however, it's been quite a while since I first put on my foundation, so I don't think that's a really proper test of the loose powder. But I'll just put it on camera right now anyways. So first, my really oily areas. And under my eyes. So I just use the loose powder to set the oily parts of my face, and it's just like, you know, like your ordinary powder. One thing I do have to know about this loose powder is that even though it says it gives a matte finish, I did also kind of see tiny pearls within the powder. I can't show on camera, that's how fine the pearl particles are. However, I think that's why they say there's also a luminous finish, just because of the tiny pearls. However, because the pearl particles are so small, when I look in the mirror, I actually cannot tell that there's pearls in this loose powder. So if you're looking to buy your face powder from the brand and you don't mind a matte formula with some subtle pearls, then this could be the powder for you. The next product I want to talk about before I lose my good lighting is this, their popular Circus Gradient Blush. And as you can see, their packaging is really beautiful, like a gem. And here's how the inside looks like. This is the shade 01 Blue Moonlight, and I pretty much got it because it's the most eye-catching gradient of them all, with their blue to pink gradient. The other colors for this blush line are great, however, it's just too similar to the recent blushes that I've bought, so I really wanted something that was definitely different than the rest. So like I mentioned earlier, this blush has been following the recent trends of Chinese makeup, so a lot of them have been really into like this really bright blue as like a highlight. The embossing is really pretty, however, I already ruined it quite a bit when trying out this blush. Let me swatch this on camera for you guys. So here's the blue highlight shade. As you can see, it's like an almost white color. And here's the bottom pink side. So it's a really bright pink. And when you mix these two shades together, you actually end up with this bright lilac color. One thing I do have to say about this blush is that if you mix it around like this a lot, you'll get a lot of kickback with the powder, so be careful about that. So I'm going to start with this pale blue shade to highlight parts of my face. Off camera, I just layered on a lot of layers of this blue shade, and honestly, even after all those multiple layers, I cannot see that much of a blue tint to my face at all. Like, there's probably no point in like doing a close-up for you guys because I really can't see that blue shade. Like, obviously I don't really want to be like super blue, but using the official pictures as reference, you do kind of see that blue tint to like the highlight areas. So I do have like a bunch of blue blush on like my cheekbones. However, I don't really see it with the naked eye. I was actually expecting the blue shade to show up a bit more on my face just because my skin's already pretty pale, really close to the models they use in their examples. However, I'm not really seeing much of that blue shade. It's pretty much like a subtle brightening shade, and I put on a lot of layers. So I would have to say that this blue shade doesn't really do much for brightening my face, which is pretty surprising because I thought with my pale skin that the brightening effect would be stronger. Or maybe it's because my face is already pale that I can't see much of a difference. Because with one layer of this blue blush, it is almost pretty much like I'm putting on a setting powder. I'm pretty surprised by the results of this blue shade, so let's just use the rest of the blush, I guess, since we're here. So I'll just do like a mix of like the bottom and the middle, because if I just do like the pink shade alone, it is kind of too bright for me. So here's how a mix of the two shades look like on my cheek, and I guess for the highest point, we can use this darker color. Oh my god, guys, I'm so dumb. I forgot that I should be using this stippling brush on camera for you guys just because I got it. But I completely forgot about it because I wanted to use my smaller blush brush so I can be more precise with the colors I use. So if you want to use only certain colors of this blush, then you should definitely use a smaller one like this. However, if you just want to like use the whole shade mix, then this is probably a better choice. So let's try that. My first impression of the stippling brush is that it's really soft, and it also made it really easy to apply the blush shade. However, I would probably only use this for like if I want to cover like a wide area of my cheeks, because if I want to do like point makeup, then this is probably a bit too wide for it. However, you can also use this for other products like powder or even liquids. So I think this would be more suitable for face powder just because it is so wide. It's a pretty nice cheek blush in general, so I would recommend trying it out. So my overall thoughts on the gradient blush from the Circus collection is that it's a pretty nice blush. The only downside is that the blue shade isn't really as brightening as I thought it was gonna be, but mixed together or like used individually, these are really nice shades to own. I kind of like the concept of how this could be used as like a three-step blush. So for your highlighting shade, you can use this blue one, and then for the base shade, you can use like a mix of these two colors. And if you want to go further and make your look a bit more dimensional, you can go with this dark shade on the apples of your cheeks. The next product I'll be talking about is this, the Circus series matte lip muds. The lip muds have 15 shades available, and during its initial release, there were only 10 shades. However, for Valentine's Day, they released 5 more in special pastel packaging, and this is actually the shade 13, Snowy Milk Tea. I got the shade because it was one of the least saturated ones, and I was kind of like in a brown mood. And here's a swatch of it on my hand. It is pretty thick when you first put it on. The lip muds I described to have a mud-like texture of a matte finish that are highly pigmented with high coverage, but it's also easy to spread on the lips. I would have to say that the Circus lip mud is really similar to the Strawberry Cocoa Cloud Lip Cream that I tried in my last video. However, when I first tried it on and swatched it, it did feel slightly heavier and thicker than the Cloud Lip Cream. However, I think that the two finishes are really similar and pretty much almost the same in my opinion. And just like the Cloud Lip Cream, you can also layer on this lip mud on your lips more than once without it feeling too dry or cakey. As you can see, the lasting power of the lip mud is really good because I've been sipping on this drink off camera for almost like the whole duration of this filming, and the color still hasn't budged at all. However, I do want to show how a second layer of the lip mud looks like. So here's how a second layer of the lip mud looks like on my lips, and right now on camera, my lips look pretty dark. I normally wouldn't use this much on my lips in a normal occasion. This is the second kind of matte lip product I've used from Flower Nose, and I would like to say that I really like this lip mud. At first I thought I wasn't gonna like this product because of the mud aspect of the formula. However, just like the Cloud Lip Cream, it's actually really easy to spread and use on the lips, and I've worn this for a few days already, and I've noticed that it doesn't make my lips feel drying at all. Looking in the mirror, I kind of just realized that this lip color matches my turtleneck at the moment. That's just a funny coincidence. Hey guys, it's me from a totally different setting. So it's not until the editing stage that I realized I lost some footage because I was having some problem with my iPhone storage. So I'm just gonna quickly recap what I was gonna say in the original footage. So originally I was gonna talk about how when I first tried on the lip mud that the shade didn't really match what was officially shown in the pictures. As you can see, the official photo here is a lot more cool toned and gray. Even on camera right now, the lip shade looks a lot more like a cinnamon or a red brick color compared to the cool toned gray brown that the description said it's supposed to be. But when I was filming that video in the other room under different lighting, I noticed how much closer it looked to the official picture. So putting all that into consideration, I'm just gonna assume that the brand used a more cool tone lighting when it came to the lip swatches. But for me, on a normal day under indoor lighting or maybe even outside, the shade 13 Snowy Milk Tea is a lot more warm toned than it claims to be. And the last product I'll be talking about is this, the Circus series Satin lipstick. There are actually 12 shades in total, so 6 of them are in matte finish and 6 of them are in a satin finish. At the time of the initial launch, I found myself interested in the satin lipstick just because it's something I've never owned before and it looked really glossy and shiny on camera. So this is actually not something I got with the gift set. This is something I actually bought myself a long time ago. With the gift set, you can choose between the matte or satin lipstick, so I just went with a satin lipstick for my friend's Christmas present. The satin lipstick shade I got is C04 Hot Cocoa, and it's described to be like a mocha brown. As you can see, it's really smooth. And here's how the satin glossy finish looks like up close. Because it's been so long since I bought the satin lipstick, I didn't realize that the shade I chose for the lip mud is kind of similar to this one. Here's a swatch comparison of the satin lipstick and the lip mud. And I guess they're technically both brown colors. I would say that the lip mud is meant to be more cool toned. So here's how satin lipstick looks like with 1 layer and 2 layers. My thoughts on the Circus satin lipstick is that this is something I haven't actually reached for in a while. One thing I do like about the lipstick is that it does look really smooth and glossy in the lips and it does apply really easily. However, I mostly have problems with the application, as in it's a bit too pigmented for me, so I always have to really be careful how much I put on, or else I can end up with a really dark lip. Because it's so pigmented, as you can see from my hand swatch, this is a kind of lipstick that I find myself having to take more time with applying. Another downside is that this lipstick doesn't really stay on your lips for that long. So like once you drink or eat something, it'll definitely go away and you have to reapply. This lipstick usually leaves a stain on my teeth too, which is really annoying, especially when you smack your lips together. One thing I forgot to mention about the Circus series lip products is that they both do have a scent and flavor to them. Because this shade came out during Valentine's Day, this one has a chocolatey scent and taste. I don't know about the original 10 lip muds, but this one definitely does. And the Satin lipstick is described to have a grape flavor, which I definitely do taste when the product gets in my teeth. So although I like the finish and feeling of this lipstick, in the end it's not that good just because of how easy it is for the product to shift in your lips and how much it stains your teeth and the short lasting power. Alright, and that's all I have to say about the Flower No Circus collection gift set that I bought during Black Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me going through all this makeup from Flower Nose. Once again, I really do like the brand because of how cute and high quality it is. I still think that this gift set is a good value for people who want to try the whole collection. However, back in the day, you could just buy one gift set and reach free shipping. But now because they've increased that free shipping quota to $100, I think in the future that anyone who's interested in buying this gift set might have to just deal with the $10 shipping fee. Other than that, I'm actually surprised at myself for filming and uploading so many videos so consistently. Don't get used to it though. This is just a special occasion because it's like holiday season. And also, I would like to thank my laptop for making the editing process a lot smoother and faster. So without my new laptop, I definitely wouldn't be putting out this many videos so quickly. I also really just wanted to squeeze in as much filming as possible before my skin gets really bad. This video is most likely going to be the last video of 2022, so thank you for tuning into this holiday special. And as always, don't forget to click on the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!